Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know what I know, make sure you ring that bell. So once again, I didn't have time to do anything today. It's just been a very busy week. All it means is that Marion will just be stronger when we do. I do think I'm probably close to beating, at the very least, Ice Mine 6, which might mean I could beat Ice Mine 7. But unfortunately, like I said, just haven't had time. Um, I have to be a little bit more attentive when I'm recording, and it just requires a level of effort that I can't simply do as whimsically as I could do it before. Because before, I would just basically come in, do all my dailies, set it to auto fight. Okay, did I win? No, set the other one to auto fight, and be done with it. And again, this is not a complaint, just a difference in recording it. I can't do something else at the same time I'm recording it effectively. So I have to actually set time aside to do it, and also make sure I'm around to stop the recording, because I don't want to record forever. If I did let it run, like let's say the battle lasted an hour and I let it run for 45 minutes, not a huge deal. But, I don't want to have it sitting there recording, and sometimes it was be a little longer than 45 minutes. I think sometimes an hour and a half. Well, I don't want to have an hour and a half of footage of just the end screen and have to trim it, etc. And that has happened. It hasn't been an hour yet, but sometimes it'll be like 15 minutes before I realize that they're done. So Dragon is done, and that does mean Portal was just swept today. I do want to try to push this one at some point. But this is the 30% extra damage to the castle. That's the last time we tried with 62 quadrillion, and that was on stage 152. So I just ask that you're patient with me, and I will find the time to progress when I can. Like I said, it just takes it's a much more concentrated effort to push now, which I hope you understand. And again, it's not like we're knocking on. We're trying to push 1110, so that's also why I'm okay with waiting, because if we were trying to do 1110, I'd like to think I would be a little bit more aggressive, just because that means okay, now we can sweep 1010, which would actually get us more material, and we can start doing that. And even if we only get like Ice Mine to 1010, that's fine. I just have to sweep and equip and do all that kind of stuff, and then basically just save things for later. Excuse me. So, yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's one of those things. We will get there when we get there. And of course, the Archer store has been purchased. This is less relevant now, but we still do it every day. If you're starting out, it's still really important to clean out the Archer store. Even with artifacts, they will be kind of useful up until, I would say, 7,500. Maybe 10,000. And of course, trying to keep those ruin skips, as you can see, 1527. We're still slowly bleeding them out. And finally, it is time to purchase some heroes. So look, all that said, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. And everything is just going great here. Very happy with everything I'm doing. I have no complaints. And Christian, very nice. And Adrian. The other thing going on is I am playing Diablo 4 Season 4. I've actually been really looking forward to this one. So far, it's been great. We'll see how I feel in a bit. But so far, so good. And honestly, the way they changed Minion Necromancer, just fabulous. Really enjoying it. Alright. So, we have cleared the dailies. Almost done with the weeklies. We'll wrap up most of these tomorrow. And now we can just focus on Marion. And it's been 19 days, as you can tell from Daniel. So did we awaken this? We did. So we're working on the orb today. Or at least starting with the orb. Getting it to 2313. Yeah, I am kind of curious, too, if we will level faster in the future. With I'm assuming we will, but I don't know how much faster it'll be once we get to sweep one of the 10-10s. Because the reality is we don't really need to unlock both. We need to at least unlock one, then we can take our time unlocking the other. And we just prioritize... Oh, I went over. Prioritize sweeping one over the other. And survey says... Yay! We must have had a lot, because we're already down to 133. That's kind of unusual. Alright, now to catch the ring up. This will be easy. Honestly, I'm not planning anything interesting today. Well, what I mean is I'm not doing anything out of order today, I think. We're just going for it. So, let's see what we get up to. And again, we're going for 2316. Honestly, I'm just really happy I don't have to save things and stuff like that. That makes it a lot easier. And 2316. And survey says... Crit damage. Now that's what we want to see. Now back to the orb again. Now this time we can start clearing out the rings. We're not going to need them. Probably could do that from the get-go unless I'm planning shenanigans, but I always defer on the side of caution. I had no plan for shenanigans today. Trying to get this to 2316, and there we go. And survey says... Defense. And I have a feeling we're going to end up short. Just a little bit short of getting this to 2319. So let's see what we get. I can't believe we're at 2319 already. I know I said that last time. But it just seems... And this is still almost sweeping 910. It just seems like we're flying. But we need to be. Because we definitely need as much XP as possible. We had a bunch of 4-star down there. And so we do get to it with only 6... That was actually pretty close. We will just use those on the orb. And we'll just have to awaken the ring tomorrow. So, let's take a look at Marion. 102.83 million, 257,405 crit damage. I don't remember if we two-shot today or not. I think I just didn't, I didn't check. Forgot to notice it. So, who knows if she's two-shotting. We were extremely close last week. And the reason the two-shotting is so important is because once we graduate to one-shotting, we now actually have a metric that basically says our damage has doubled. So we can know what Marion's artifacts are. We can know how many levels she added to double her damage. And that gives us a much better idea going forward. But that will change a little. Well, no. From that frame of reference, I do believe it might not, I don't know if it accelerates or not. I don't think it does. Excuse me. It'll at least give us a frame of reference to say, hey, she went from two-shotting at, like, let's say it's 2350 to one-shotting at 2750. So we know about 400 levels is how much it takes for her to double her damage on average. Obviously won't be perfect, but it'll at least be a metric we can use. Okay? And outside of that, we do have... Oh, we're over time. How are we over time already? Me just rambling, I guess. So we're going to level up that castle, and we're going to call it. And will today be the day? No, we did not hit 130,000 on the castle. Let's just make sure. I have a feeling this is not going to give us enough. Oh, it gave us one level. So, let's see. I almost ended it, but I need to guess. I got it right yesterday, too, and now I don't remember what I guessed yesterday. 19.1493, I guess. Right on the money. 19.493. Wow. I almost went with 495 or 491, but nope, I got it. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.